Good afternoon and welcome to today's webinar from Eventective, a webinar for promoting your venue on Eventective. My name is Steve Robertson and I'll be your host for today's webinar. If any of the attendees have questions, there's a toolbar with a red arrow. You can type questions at any time and we'll go through those at the end if there are any. As I mentioned, today's webinar is about promoting your venue on Eventective and how we can provide you additional traffic, visits to your website, and bookings through our advertising products. Before I begin, let's talk about someone I was talking to this morning. I was talking to one of our Metro Enhanced advertisers in Orlando, and they are going to renew their advertising because we went over their stats. They got over 8,000 views of their Eventective listing, over 1,300 website visits, about 170 phone clicks, which means people were looking for their phone number, and over 200 direct requests, which means that they got about 4 a week. So it's almost one per weekday of folks submitting their event requests directly to them. So the goal today in today's webinar is to get you those kind of numbers and to help you understand how indeed you can achieve that kind of performance on Eventective. So the overview of the webinar, 3 things we're going to cover: why advertise with Eventective, what are our advertising products, and then we'll have a quick conversation about measuring your ROI. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. Why advertise with Eventective? First of all, a couple stats. No great news to anyone. Over 75% of the U.S. population uses the internet, and 83% of internet users use search to do research and find things that they're interested in. Well, Eventective is the #1 meeting and event space resource online, and we attract a high volume of targeted event planners. So let's go ahead and talk about exactly what that means. When we talk about targeted event planners, we have top placement in a lot of Google search results. I'll be showing you a couple later, but you can do Google searches for wedding places, event halls, banquet halls, party locations, meeting locations, corporate party places. And if you search on any of those terms, you'll find us either at the top or very near the top of Google search results for those keywords. With those keywords and with those users, we achieve over 1 million visitors per month. And the interesting thing to note about those visitors that come to Eventective, they are primarily looking for event space and services, and they stay for an average of 4 minutes on our site, which is equivalent to what you'll find on other news-based sites where people are reading and whatnot. And that's just an indication that our users are spending a good amount of time researching, looking at different listings, reading descriptions, and staying on our site for a bit. So let's talk about the products that Eventective has to offer. We have 3 products to choose from in our advertising portfolio, and we have 3 payment plans to pay for those products with. So let's go ahead and jump right into the very first one. The City Enhanced listing is our most inexpensive option. It allows you to display near the top of our search results in your city. So if you happen to be in a city like St. Louis and you purchase our City Enhanced, you can show up near the top of St. Louis, but not in surrounding cities. Okay? And as I said, that's our most inexpensive option. Let's go on to the next one. The Metro Enhanced listing is our best advertising value. And why is that? Well, that's because you achieve a prominent display in all the cities in your metro area. Not only that, but you also display on competitor listings that aren't advertising. So we really believe this one is our best advertising value, and it really does give you a great deal of exposure in your entire area. Our third product is a premium listing. This is the widest exposure possible. You get top display in all the cities in your metro area. Additionally, you get some state level exposure. And the other thing this product adds is we throw in with this product our unlimited leads product, which means all the competitive leads that are submitted in your area that our customers are saying, yeah, I'd like to hear from other folks. You have access to those for free. This is probably a good time to mention that the other two city and metro enhanced products receive a 20% discount on those leads, whereas with the premium, all of those leads are free. And so if you are an advertiser, you're interested in advertising, and you're also participating in our lead business, then that's an excellent option for you as well. Payment plans. In 2012, at the beginning of 2012, we released the ability for you to pay monthly, quarterly, with a 10% off of the monthly price, or annually, which is 20% off the monthly price. So we've really designed our payment plans to be able to fit your budget and what your needs are, obviously giving the greatest discount for when you can purchase one of our annual products. So those are our three products and how you can pay for them. Quite straightforward. I'm going to give a demo in a moment to show them to you, but let's talk about a couple other considerations beyond just our advertising products. One of the things that's very important is that the listing that you have on our site that represents your business, it needs to be high quality. Why is that? Well, because the users visiting our site, when they visit your listing, we want to make sure that your listing represents your business and your services well. That there's no real confusion about what you're about, what you can offer, and what our visitors want to see when they're visiting our site. Well, they want to see photos, obviously. They love hearing what other customers have said, so customer recommendations go a long way in making your listing look attractive. And third, we mentioned this in our last webinar and actually did the entire webinar on this. Our customers, our users of Eventective want to see packages and pricing. They want to know how much they're going to pay. So those three things are kind of the three top things that you can do to your listing to make sure they look great. So while you can use our products to get great exposure, you have complete control over what they see when they visit you. And our goal would be that your listing looks as good as it possibly can and is as clear as it can be about what you offer. Let's talk about measuring your return on investment. One of the things that's important with any online marketing that you might do is that you know your stats. We have, for our advertisers, we send quarterly updates letting them know how their listing's doing, what kind of statistics they received in the last quarter, and you can sign in to your listing at any time and see what your statistics are for any period of time. Nice little tool called our tracking tool that allows you to sign in and see that as well. So knowing what you're getting from us is important. Knowing what you're getting from anyone you're paying online for their services is incredibly important. Other considerations, and you can't say this one loud enough, so you need to know where your phone calls are coming from. We track when people request your phone number on your listing, we track that. And if you're not aware of why people are calling you and how they got to you, you may be missing a big chunk of understanding what sources your customers and potential customers are coming from. So knowing where your phone calls are coming from is key. Also, respond to direct requests. As an advertiser, you will receive a number of direct requests, a lot more than any of our courtesy listings would. And if it doesn't quite meet your venue's profile, or you don't think it'd be a great fit, still let them know, train them about yourself, educate them. And what happens, and we have heard that happens, is that sometimes they will go tell their friends about you. or they'll come back at a later date because of your communication and your interaction with them to schedule a different event. So these are things that might seem obvious, but a lot of times we find customers that don't really know where their phone calls are coming from. They don't really respond to folks that are making requests of them directly, and sometimes you can lose a lot of your tracking ability if that's the case. Okay, hope that's clear. Quick set of case studies. I've got 3 of them here for you, and these are real stats for real advertisers on Eventective in 2011. Okay, I'm not showing their names here, but these are real advertisers for last year. First one is a city-enhanced advertiser in the Seattle, Washington metro, one of our A metros, good-sized metro. The 2011 statistics: 1,700 listing page views, 400 website visits, 10 direct requests, and 10 phone requests. As we stated earlier, the City Enhanced listing is our most inexpensive option, and as such, you get good statistics, but not great statistics. We're going to move on to the great statistics next, and obviously the pricing is higher. Talk about a Metro Enhanced advertiser in a similarly sized metro to Seattle, Boston, Massachusetts. 2011 statistics are similar to the case study I was sharing with you when we started this webinar. 8,000 listing page views, 1,500 website visits, 50 direct requests, and 70 phone requests. You'll find that for metros of this size, the advertising is less than $500 a year, and this definitely pays for itself with the business generated from these kind of stats. We'll go now to a Metro Enhanced advertiser in one of our biggest metros, New York, New York. Obviously, this is one of our top advertisers. Received over 13,000 listing page views in 2011, over 2,000 website visits, 240 direct requests, and 220 phone requests. There were months of 2011 where this advertiser was receiving a direct request with event information, dates, attendees per day. Okay, so there's 3 examples. What I want to do now is just give you a quick demo of an example of a place on our site where we've got advertisers, and just show you how this actually works and lives. So I'm going to go ahead and do a Google search real quickly for corporate meeting places Atlanta. And we should be here, and there we are. Meeting places in Atlanta, Georgia. So if somebody typed in corporate meeting places in Atlanta, we were on page 1. Here's where they landed. I want you to see we've got a premium listing here. We've got some Metro Enhanced listings below, and we've got a City Enhanced here as well. Okay, so this is above the fold. When the user lands on our site, this is what they see. Okay, and so obviously the links for your website, if you're a City Enhanced listing, is right there. They can dive right in. Palm here has pricing, and they can see that as well. Okay, so let me jump out back up to Atlanta, and actually up to Georgia, and go to Marietta, which is in the Atlanta metro, and look at meeting places in Marietta. It's a surrounding place, and you'll notice that the premium is still at the top, and we've also got some other folks mixed in here, but the City Enhanced from before is not here. So I'll go ahead and also bring up a detail page, very prominent link to your website, the ability for them to send you a direct request, contact information is all there. And so this is exactly the type of listing our users would love to see. Others have recommendations. As I said earlier, this one has packages and pricing, as well as some great photos and some great recommendations that our users love to see. So that was just meant to be a very quick demo to show you exactly how you're actually rendered on our site, how users can get there, from the different search engines. Well, we're almost done. Our goal was to keep this as short as we could. Top questions. How much? Well, the pricing varies by the size of the metro that you are in. So it varies. You should be able to sign in to your listing on Eventective and get to an upgrade page that shows you exactly what the prices are. Again, City Enhanced is going to be less than Metro Enhanced, Metro Enhanced less than Premium. And those prices are all available to you. In our larger metros, the Metro Enhanced listing is somewhere in the range of $500 to $600, but you can see those when you sign in yourself. What do we recommend? Well, hopefully you've already gotten the tone from the webinar so far. Our recommendation in terms of exposure, well, the Metro Enhanced listing is our most popular product. It would be difficult to say that's not our recommendation. It indeed is. It's our most popular product. If you are truly interested in our lead model and would like to use that as well, our premium works great as well. But the Metro Enhanced listing is our most popular and gives you the widest exposure. Lastly, if indeed you have any questions at all about your listing, questions about our advertising products that I haven't been able to answer for you here, you can always email us at cs@eventective.com. And our phone number is 207-253-1653, and we would be happy to chat with you, happy to walk you through your listing and help you get as much as we possibly can. And I think that's the end of the webinar. Thank you for your time.